In the fall of 1777, British troops commanded by General John Burgoyne were advancing south from Canada, aiming to cut off New England from the rest of the rebellious American colonies. This advance took them through the waterways of Lake Champlain, Lake George, and the Hudson River, a strategic route towards New York. Their goal? To join forces with British General William Howe, separating the northern colonies from the south and crippling the American resistance. But what Burgoyne didn't know was that General Horatio Gates and his Continental Army awaited him at Saratoga. September 19, 1777, Freeman's Farm. On September 19, 1777, the two armies clashed at Freeman's Farm, just south of Saratoga. The British made a bold attempt to outflank the American forces, but a detachment led by none other than Benedict, Arnold, and sharpshooters commanded by General Daniel Morgan pushed back, inflicting twice the losses on the British compared to their own. British troops were driven back, unable to break through the American line, and eventually withdrew. This encounter, known as the First Battle of Saratoga, was just the beginning of what would become a pivotal series of events. By October, Burgoyne was growing desperate. Howe's forces had moved south to Pennsylvania, leaving him without reinforcements. Meanwhile, American forces were swelling in numbers, with more reinforcements joining Gates and doubling the size of his army. October 7, 1777, the Battle of Bemis Heights. On October 7th, Burgoyne tried again. Leading 1,500 men with 10 artillery pieces, he moved towards the American lines at Bemis Heights, a densely wooded plateau. But Gates' scouts had already spotted the British movement. In the ensuing Battle of Bemis Heights, American forces, spurred by the fierce leadership of Benedict Arnold, launched a relentless assault. Arnold, charging to the front, led his men with unmatched intensity, forcing the British back and inflicting heavy losses. After their defeat at Bemis Heights, Burgoyne's army was surrounded by a massive force of around 20,000 Americans, with dwindling supplies and no chance of escape. October 17, 1777, British surrender at Saratoga. Finally, on October 17, 1777, Burgoyne surrendered his 5,000 remaining troops. The two battles of Saratoga were over, and the Americans had claimed a decisive victory. This victory marked a crucial turning point in the Revolutionary War. Today, at the Saratoga National Historical Park, visitors can explore over 1,400 acres of historic countryside and view a towering 155-foot obelisk that commemorates this American victory. But Saratoga's impact reached beyond the battlefield. This American victory convinced France to officially recognize American independence, and in June 1778, France declared war on Britain. French troops and resources would become instrumental in the final stages of the war. In 1781, with French forces and ships aiding the Continental Army, British General Lord Charles Cornwallis was surrounded and forced to surrender at Yorktown. The Revolutionary War would soon draw to an end, and a new nation would rise. If you enjoyed this dive into one of history's most pivotal battles, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more historical content. Leave a comment below on which battle you'd like us to cover next.